have some.
How are we feeling? I tried to rewatch Scream 5 the other day. Got like 40 minutes in and couldn't go any further. Though there's a couple things in it I like. It's really not very good. And I'm so surprised to see how many people really say they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we're in the minority on things.
I do too, but I don't understand it either. I don't understand how I don't know, man. It's always kind of been like that. But I dislike. I think out of the 5 Scream movies we got, there's only one good one. And I think 2 is enjoyable, but I don't think it's very good, especially compared to how awesome the first one is.
Right.
So it shouldn't surprise me that part 5 in a series wouldn't magically be amazing.
You know what, Jake? Hold on though. I'm gonna be you right now. I'm gonna embody your soul.
Try it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Let's see where this goes.
That's no excuse. Because Nightmare on Elm Street 7 is incredible.
Yeah, but you know what? All Nightmare on Elm Street movies are incredible. They might not be like they're at least those movies know what they are.
Yeah,
right. Scream movies are all over the place
because you don't have a consistent killer. Like,
yeah,
it's always somebody different.
It's like, who cares? I don't care who the killer is in part 6. It's somebody I don't know. I don't give a fuck. It's just like, I don't know, man. Am I going to go see Scream 6 the day it comes out? Yeah.
Of course.
Am I going to be annoyed about it?
Probably.
Yes, 100%. It's not going to be good. There's no chance anymore. I gave part 5 such a like. I was so excited to see it. I rewatched 1 through 4. And as I was rewatching 1 through 4, I was like, wow, part 1's really the only good one of these. But I was still super excited. I wore my ghost face mask to the theater. And I was like, oh, cool, this sucked. So, I don't know. I'm not giving that chance to part 6. It's going to suck. I'm going to go see it, but
I mean, to be fair,
have no hope for it. Is what
Abigail.
Yeah.
The first Scream is literally
an awesome movie. I just like imagining Jake in his Ghostface costume after the movie, like coming up and stabbing the screen and just like he's so mad.
No, it was like in Spider-Man 2 where as I walked out the theater, I took it off and dropped it in the trash on the way out.
Yes.
I thought
Spider-Man no
Jake's
more.
Like, it was like Scream 2.
Like people walking out of
I stabbed the person sitting next to me.
Jake murdered somebody, and then Jake like falls dying in front of the screen.
After like a big Shakespearean.
I saw somebody get up to go use the bathroom in the middle of the movie, and I followed them so I can kill him in the stall. Just like in Scream 2.
Hey, I'm sick of them blaming the movies for real life, you know? Here's the deal. First, not the first Scream. Scream 5. Original cast coming back, whatever. I still think David.
Wait. What original cast coming back?
The last movie had.
Okay,
Neve
that's not an original. No, Neve's not coming back. That's not an original cast.
No. Listen, the last.
You're
movie,
saying
Scream 5.
Oh, you're talking about 5. We're not talking about 6.
Mm-hmm.
5. I thought David Arquette was really good. Spoiler alert: we lost him. Not in real life, but
we lost David Arquette.
We lost Dewey. We know that it's widely reported Neve Campbell's not returning for this one, although I still have this weird suspicion. Listen, I know. Okay,
it's not happening.
Listen, hear me out.
If it was, they'd lead with it.
Fuck this. Hear me out. Hear me out.
They can't afford it.
I get that Neve Campbell's not coming back for Scream 6. Okay, She was in the first 5. I still think there is a chance that this is some sort of like marketing plan to fake people out, so when she shows up it's a big surprise because
she's the killer.
I don't know. I don't think she'll be the killer. That would be insane. I feel like you can't do anything in these movies anymore to actually it's kind of like Jake was saying earlier, like, okay, there's going to be a killer revealed. Who cares? Like, who are these people?
Just
right?
Sydney is not important to the story anymore.
Well,
and she wasn't in 5, and like that's why her role is so weird in 5, because it's like, why is Sydney? Yeah, they're wearing a ghost face mask, but other than that, it's like, who fucking
right. Lots of people wear ghost face masks, but what I'm saying is, I have people stop doing movie roles all the time. There is literally a news report like every month for the last 9 months about Neve Campbell not returning for Scream. Like, is Scream that important to like the public consciousness that we need? I think that my prediction, my theory
you think that's PR?
I think that they are hammering home this story of her not coming back for these like, guys, it's Neve Campbell. She's great. She's amazing. She's not like, it's 2022. She's not like the hottest Hollywood commodity right now. I think this is a pulling the wool over the eyes. I think Sydney shows up in the final reel, and I think this is meta marketing. They're taking the meta story of the Scream movies and they are letting it leak into the real world because everybody's going to go into this movie going, Neve Campbell's on this one.
Well, part of the messaging of the last movie, which I think Scream movies tend to have some messaging, whether it's overt or like a very well done, like in the first movie, kind of like just representing teen culture, etc. I think that this last installment was like all about facing the reality of like being a social media influencer and like just the way legends and podcasts, like it's about like things that are going on, and there's always a message. So I feel like,
well, and it was also about like requels. That was like the thing,
right?
Yeah. Like legacy sequels. There's the one girl makes a funny speech about, you know, she mentions Ghostbusters, she mentions Star Wars and all this other stuff.
I think Jenna Ortega was the reason that the last movie got a big audience and got a lot of like a little following.
Well, she's great. Like I think she's really good, and she was good in that movie. But the rest of the cast was.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what people are coming out to see, because I thought the story was forgettable, the killers were forgettable, and
because you don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I don't remember.
I know it was the Friends, and it was just
Jake. First Scream cast, every one of those actors is like a standout in that movie. Like you remember, like fucking, you know, Skeet Ulrich is amazing, and even what's his face, the guy who plays Randy. What's that guy's name?
Randy.
Jamie. What's his name? Randy.
Fucking no.
What's that actor's name?
Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy. I kept trying to. My brain was going Jamie Foxx. It was like no, it's not. It's not Jamie Foxx. Jamie Kennedy was great. Matthew Lillard was great. They were all great.
Yeah, everybody's
Rose McGowan.
But it ain't just them. It's the writing. The writing is really, the writing is really great in Scream 1, and none of the sequels have had that same. Even though some of the sequels were written by the same guy, they just haven't worked as well as the first one did.
Well, I mean, it's Kevin Williamson again, like Neve Campbell. Like Hollywood isn't like chasing down Kevin Williamson for his latest horror.
No, that dude does not have his finger on the vernacular, the pulse of like current.
Right. Like Dawson's Creek was a long time ago, dude.
I would rather see them bring Dawson's Creek back.
Jake, real quick though, my theory: is there a chance that this is a fake out and Neve Campbell shows up?
I guess there's maybe a 1% chance. I just think if you like, sure, that would be fun. That would be cool. I would love for that to be the case. But if you try to think logically, movie studios aren't. Neve Campbell is kind of the only big star in the Scream series. I mean, big star, but she's always been the through line.
The focus,
and I feel like without Neve Campbell, it feels less like Scream. It's like, oh, well, who cares? Like the main character's not even in it. So I think if they were going to have Neve Campbell, they want to make as much money as possible, and they want the most people to see their movie because it's a company and a business, and they don't care about production. So if there's something they think they can do to make more people come to the movie, they're not going to hide that thing. Like if she's in it, I don't think they're going to be like, hey, let's not tell them the biggest star of the film is, like, that seems like a danger to them making money.
Right. Yeah. No,
like
you're right.
Backdoor way into it. Yeah.
I see that as well.
But who knows? I want her to be there.
Sure.
I don't think she is, but I want her.
I want the best for her.
There's going to be a full trailer soon. The big change now is they're going to New York. It's a setting change. It's the first one to not take place in Woodsboro. It's actually in the firehouse. It's in the Ghostbusters firehouse where this movie takes place.
I hope Dan Aykroyd's in it. I hope he's the killer. I hope Dan Aykroyd is.
Remember at Scream?
Hello.
Hello.
You're listening to Yes, Have Some. At least until I get to you. Sleep tight tonight.